Alright, so if you clicked on this video, you're probably losing your mind just like me. When you look around and you're like, what the fuck? Everything's the same. You look at all these clothing brands, you look at all these musicians, you look at all these everything, fucking furniture. Everything is looking the same. Everyone's just making replicas of what the next person's making. And you're like, how is this sustainable at all? We're actually losing the essence of individualism in society. So at this point, every business, food business, clothing business, fashion business, music business, any business you could think of has the same agenda. Stay in the in crowd. They want to stay in the conversation. But when there's not too much global conversations happening, it tends to make everybody talk and act the same. Now, when you really think about it, back when we was growing up, or even if you're growing up right now, we never used the same slang globally. I understood this was an issue with people becoming clones when I'm hearing people in Australia using Chicago slang or using New York slang or using Cali slang. How'd you find out about these words? And it's always at the same time when something goes viral on TikTok or something like that. It's like people are copying whatever is viral at the moment. So this has peeked into brands. Have you ever seen Wendy's? Have you ever seen all these random ass brands just commenting on the bottom of a random post? It's ridiculous. You're just trying too hard to actually feel like you're a part of the community that you serve. But at the same time, if the community tells you what we want, nobody listens. Like, why the fuck is Adobe always commenting on people's shit when we want cheaper fucking subscriptions? If not even cheaper subscriptions, no subscriptions. Nobody wants no fucking subscriptions. I remember the first time I used Photoshop, it was on a disc. You feel me? I was a fucking child. It was on a goddamn CD drive. It was CS3, Photoshop CS3. That shit blew my mind. And it's crazy how I don't feel like kids of today will ever experience that type of joy in owning something. You feel me? But again, there's not a lot of popular lifestyles, there's not a lot of popular trends that go global. So you'll tend to see all these brands pretty much act and talk the same. It's like when everybody was saying slay and man, we're not even gonna get into that. But everyone has the same PR tactics across the board. Don't think that just because this is a food brand or because this is a fashion brand or because this is whatever, that they move different. Everybody's gonna move the same. You feel me? As long as it gets them that viral moment, they're gonna hop on that trend. And this goes into the next topic. Hopping on a trend is a new way of saying, I'ma steal this viral moment. Somebody sees someone doing a dance and that dance gets hundreds of thousands of likes and views and millions of views or whatever, just like Ashton Hall, for example. You feel me? Not dancing, but just how he blew up. They're gonna hop on that trend just to get a little bit of that viral moment. Like, oh, he's doing millions of views. Yeah, bring him over. I want to do a couple million views again. I haven't done that in a while. And they're stealing every viral moment to the fact that it dilutes what the original person had going on. Now, that's the thing that a lot of creators that steal from smaller creators, viral moments, don't really understand, but they understand it because it's as most, you're not helping them. Come on, they already went viral, so you're not helping them. You know you're stealing their viral moment. But what if somebody did that to you? It was the era when a lot of these people were blowing up. The only reason they blew up is because they were the only types of people doing said content. But really think about it. Would a lot of these creators even be popular had we done the same thing when they were doing it? But now when we get the chance to be popular, when we get the chance to go viral and make something out of our viral moment, what do? They hop right on the trend. They try to fly you out. They try to use you as promotion. They'll do everything except really pay you, except really help you get to the next step. You feel me? Because if you could create a viral moment, I genuinely feel like if given the right platform and given the right, direction and you get the right team around you and stuff, you could probably do something good with it. Because let's really break it down. You got somebody like Aaron the plumber. Aaron the plumber, you gotta just hear his life story. You feel me? He got shot in the face. Things just got crazy for Buddy. Went to jail, came out, became a plumber, and still, you feel me? Even though he's been to jail for so long and so many times, Motherfucker's still not institutionalized to the point where he can't see a good opportunity and make the best out of it. Now, you think a bunch of nerds that are getting used and abused wouldn't do the same thing if they had the opportunity? They would. But the fact that you see that they have low self esteem and they're just creating out of love, they're just creating out of whatever, people take advantage of that. So, yeah, watch out for them viral moments because a celebrity, a brand, a something is coming to steal it and act like they don't owe you shit for, you giving them a little bit of boost, a little bit of clout. Because let's be real, when you see a big brand working with a small creator, it just it just warms your heart a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? It just makes you feel like it's a little bit of hope left in this world still. Because you're like, damn, they probably got a good little bag from that. They probably got a good, oh wait, they ain't get shit. Well, God damn. Because it's like, I remember when people really used to stand and lean on that narrative of good artists copy, but great artists steal, right? And with AI, that has never rang more true. But at the same time, at least back then, people had some type of integrity to not steal some shit that just happened. They might go back a couple years, 5 years, a decade, and be like, let me copy this Da Vinci piece. Let me copy this. You feel me? Let me copy this. Let me copy some shit that's been done but just switched a little bit. You motherfuckers see something go viral and then go remake the same shit. It's like, I'm not gonna lie, that is the problem because you're not seeing that person's vision like they're seeing their vision. But the fact you just stole their vision and pretty much watered it down before it even got a chance to do anything, oh man, it's annoying because we see so much talent. Toro Y Moy, like bro, so much talent that has been copied and watered down to the fact that it doesn't even matter if the original came back because no one will give a fuck. Nobody would give a flying fuck. And that's the problem. Like, originals don't want to do anything because people take notice all the time. When I first started making my music and I took it around everywhere, people was like, what the fuck is this? I've never heard nothing like it. Now, we're working with all these labels and different people, and me just being a force factor in a lot of people's creative, just everything. I've seen how people steal from the original. And I feel like if anything is the problem of why everything feels the same right now, I feel like this is the biggest issue, is that all the culture just bleeds into each other. Like everything that goes viral everywhere. I remember when there was NBA Twitter, fashion Twitter, producer Twitter, designer Twitter, every different types of Twitter. And I'm not going to say that they didn't bleed into each other, black Twitter, white Twitter, Hispanic Twitter. I can't say they didn't bleed into each other, but at least it was a niche. Like you knew, okay, these were my people. We have the same objective. We're talking about the same things. But when you have these things that are going extremely viral, that don't really coexist in a lot of these people's world. Like they don't listen to this type of music. They don't fuck with this type of shit. But it's a big TikTok trend. It almost creates a dystopian like society. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm walking outside seeing white boys saying, my young boy hop out Gen 5, try to catch a hat. AIP long as hell, shit smell like a bat. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Connor, when you start moving like that, Connor? And it's ridiculous to me because I'm like, if this is what it's gonna continue to be like from now on, everything's fair game. People will go super viral, but also people will get tore down super quick because everyone's gonna be looking for that next super viral moment. Oh, who's next? Who's the next person that we could hop on the train and do another million likes with? Like, it's just getting to that point where you can't escape it. You go onto Twitter, you go onto Facebook, you go onto Instagram, you see the same memes in rotation. I've never seen nothing like that. At least back then, you go on WorldStar to see a specific type of content. You will go on this website to see a specific type of content. You will go on this website to see a specific type of content. But now it's come to the point that everyone's chasing a viral moment, a viral post, to the fact that you'll see a hip hop page posting some news about Donald Trump. What the fuck does Donald Trump have to do with music? You'll see a clothing brand posting some shit about someone getting exposed or just some bullshit, just some like personal shit that's going viral and they want to cash in on it. It's a whole bunch of shit that we just keep letting slide because everybody wants to be a part of the conversation. But that is the problem. Everybody should not be a part of every conversation. You feel me? When everybody gets super political, when everybody gets super religious, when everybody gets super just leftist or rightist at certain moments, it lets me know exactly what type of person you are. Because why weren't you talking about this when nobody was talking about it? Right? That's the biggest thing is that everything that goes so viral that everyone becomes a part of the conversation. And everyone wasn't meant to be a part of certain conversations. When Threads came out, everybody was on Threads for a day or two until they realized, damn, this isn't like Twitter or this isn't like this. This is a whole different group of people. And instead of just pushing your narrative on that site, you just don't want to use it at all. Me personally, I'm damn near over social media. I went viral a lot of times. What's the point? You just keep going viral, keep staying in the conversation. And it's weird because, again, you can't say too much. And the main people that do go viral nowadays are faceless profiles. Remember that. Like, the only reason people say such unhinged things and crazy things is because they really don't have a face behind their profile. Yeah, some people that follow them might know them in real life. But realistically, if I can't go through your profile and look at who you are, you're typically a robot. You're AI. You feel me? Nobody knows who the fuck you are. We can't dox you. You feel me? So at that point, of course you're gonna say some crazy shit. Of course you're gonna go viral for being unhinged. But as soon as you really expose who you are, they don't do that no more, you know? So this is exactly why everything feels the same. Everyone's chasing the viral moment. No one's trying to stand out or be individual. You see all these clothing brands, all these everything. They got the same logos, they have the same clothing designs, they have the same fits. You can't even find clothes nowadays that are just different. And if you do, it's an extreme form of fashion. Like they're just doing too much. You got all these holes in the shit, and it's just not functional fashion, you know? You listen to music, shit isn't cohesive. And I'm not saying this is also another problem. Things have become too perfect. You know, we have all these different apps that quantize things and just make things perfect for us. You use Photoshop, you're gonna have perfect circles and perfect typefaces and perfect designs and stuff like that. You use all these different DAWs, Logic, Pro Tools, whatever. You're gonna have perfect music because everything's quantized for you. Just like in FL Studio, when you make a beat, you got your machine programmer, right? Your beat machine. So it's like click, click, click. Everything's perfect. Everything's perfectly quantized. So a lot of the times, everything that we hear and see is perfect. Another reason that I've been seeing is that people are only chasing highlights, not longevity. Trust me, trust me, trust me. You're gonna meet every artist and they're gonna say, I'm not like that. No, I want to be something real. I really want to show people who I am. I really want to show. And then you look at what they post on Instagram, you look at what they do. All you want to do is go to the popular stores that everyone's going to and go to the popular shows and link up with the popular people and do you're looking for highlights, brother. You're looking for something to post on your Instagram, something that makes you look good, something that might make your friends that might not give a fuck about you start giving a fuck about you. It's too much stories that I personally have where it's like if people had just stuck together instead of chasing moments from people that don't really give a fuck about them, we probably could have all been multimillionaires right now, but they didn't want to do that. They wanted to chase highlights. And I understand that's why things look the same because everyone's highlights look the same. Everyone's going to go to the same clubs in the same sections, popping the same bottles. Everyone's going to hang out around the same celebrities, doing the same shit for no reason. Everyone's trying to fit a certain quota. This is bad. This is very bad when you have regular people that serve no purpose. You might be the coolest dressed person ever. Who gives a fuck? What can you do? You don't serve no purpose in this world. You serve no value other than rubbing hands with people that are above you in every way, financially, socially. So what exactly do they need you for? Another yes man in a world full of yes men? So another big reason that's been killing everything is because nobody wants to stand out. Everyone just rather fit in. It's so much easier to be neutral because you don't really lose anything when anyone loses. This person became a whatever. This person became a this. It doesn't affect you because you're like, oh, I didn't know. Like, we partied together a couple times, but that's not really my friend. And if you say that about everybody that crashes down, then who the fuck is really your friend? A lot of people will never tell the truth until everybody tells the truth because they understand if they tell the truth, then this might tarnish them. They don't know if the people around them are gonna root for them or they're gonna go against them. And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna go against you because they want to keep their fame too. They want to keep that little clout that they got. So they're not gonna say anything about anybody that could potentially ruin them. Right? This is like why people like Diddy and all these people, again, allegedly, I don't know if Diddy did it or he didn't do it, but allegedly, this is why people just get away with things for so long because nobody wants to hold them accountable. So it's like now we're growing up in a time where people are so used to seeing all the credible viral moments captured on camera that they just can't believe a situation where it's not captured on camera. But then when you really think about it, it's like only a certain amount of celebrities are willing to go so far on camera. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, situations that you will never see on camera happen. And you have to believe those situations. It shouldn't get so bad where people aren't believing real life things actually still happen. Things that are manufactured on camera are not real. This is where the incel brain and things start to happen because you're looking at a falsified version of reality. You might see a girl doing some shit on social media. I'm here to tell you, my brother, they don't do shit like that in real life just on a whim. You're not just gonna be walking through Target and see a girl with big titties drooling on herself. It's not gonna happen, brother. It's not gonna happen. You feel me? But if your friend tells you, like, yeah, I had this girl just randomly pull up on me and give me some, you're like, I don't believe it, bro. Like, I ain't seen no video. That is way more likely to happen than a girl being in Target drooling on her big ass. But that's up to y'all. That's up to you to understand that. You feel what I'm saying? Credible moments should not be captured moments. If somebody comes to the internet and says, I've worked with this big celebrity, I've worked with this person, and they did this to me, or they fucked me over, or this deal didn't go well. People should take that information as credible information until debunked by said celebrity, by said artist. But because you might not have pictures with this person, or you might not have extensive DMs, or you might not have something, it'll take years, months, decades, weeks, whatever. It'll take forever for the real story to come out until somebody that's of an equal level to that celebrity comes out saying the same thing. Me personally, I do not think it should take that long for people to get exposed. At this point, we just have to start fact checking all these words. That's all it really comes down to. Because me personally, I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I'm tired of waiting so long to hear the truth because we have to hear it from such a credible person. None of these celebrities or influencers are credible people. So what makes them different from the regular person just trying to get his story heard? Everybody deserves to be heard. Because I'm telling you, as soon as we started silencing people just because they're not cool enough or because they're not saying the right thing, that's when the world got fucked up because everything that you need to hear isn't always going to be pleasing to your ear. Trust me. So that's just my 2 cents on these situations, man. But this is just all off the top of the head. Just an honest conversation between me and you. I hope you understand. I hope you like it. And I hope this video finds the right people. You feel me? Because it's problems that's going on. But as long as we can identify these problems and just go from there as a unit, as a team, as a community, you feel me? We could defeat this issue. All right. So dreams revolve around you and only you. I'm going to catch y'all. Love.